Have you seen the recent Charlize Theron clip regarding drag queens? I'm going to show it to you in just a second. So either Charlize Theron has never seen a drag queen show and doesn't realize they are basically exotic dancers, men dressed as women, dancing sexually, which is fine in a 21 and over club, which is where it belongs, but not in front of children, not in front of minors. Anybody under 21 should not be attending these shows, and yet somehow they are in our school system, and not just in America, it's also all over the world. It's being pushed as an agenda.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about the loving liberal or leftist progressive left, okay? Because these people love peace. They're so peaceful, okay? Fiery but peaceful. That is why you have an Hollywood actress by the name of Charlize Theron coming out here and threatening people who disagree with her, particularly when it comes to drag queens for kids, okay? Charlize Theron, who is a Hollywood actress, has come out here and threatened people. She says she will F up anybody who opposes drag queens doing pro-drag celebrity telethon. So I actually want to play this clip of this Hollywood actress making this threat to people, because it really does show you how far these people will go to protect a very, very, very disturbing leftist agenda when it comes to pushing this type of stuff on children. Take a look.
We love you, we're in your corner, and we've got you, and I will anybody up who's like trying to with anything with you guys. It's really, in all seriousness, there's so many things that are hurting and really killing our kids, and we all know what I'm talking about right now, and it ain't no drag queen.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Okay, she's using the same tired leftist talking point to defend inappropriate content for children by basically saying, look, drag is harmless. There are actual things out there that are harming children that the GOP and conservatives don't care about. And we already know what she's talking about. She's not talking about abortion, right? Which, you know, kills the most kids in this country, okay? That kills the most babies and kids in this country, but that the left is never concerned about. She's talking about guns, okay? That's what she's talking about, because again, that's the new leftist talking point, okay? But it's funny because the leftists, they tend to leave out where the actual deaths come from when we're talking about guns and children. It's not the mass shootings that they want to sensationalize in the mainstream liberal media. It's actually the gun violence that's going on in these inner liberal cities that Democrats don't want to do anything about, because locking up criminals is racist. Furthermore, before this talking point came out that guns are the number one killer of children, the number one killer of children was car accidents. And you never hear Democrats come out here and talk about banning cars. Like, for example, last weekend, we had a mass shooting in Texas. You guys remember the alleged Hispanic Mexican white supremacists that committed the mass shooting at the mall. And then just a couple hours later, or a day later, there was a guy who is also of Latino / Hispanic descent down there in Texas who ran over a bunch of people with a car, okay, and killed a bunch of people with a car. They talked about banning guns, but they never talked about banning a car, which a car was used to commit mass murder, right? It can kill just as many people as guns kill, right? Cars. But they didn't talk about banning cars. Again, it's just absolutely amazing how that works. Absolutely amazing how that works. So let's read about this, because there's one conservative commentator in particular that has an issue with what Charlize is saying, but I want to read a little bit more about what she's saying here. Actress Charlize Theron shared a warning with any individuals who take issue with drag queens. The 47-year-old star was participating in the Drag Is It Dangerous telethon, a star-studded event meant to raise money for charitable LGBTQ causes. The event featured live entertainment and performances from Hollywood celebrities. Theron used the opportunity to confirm her support for the drag performers. Quote, "We love you, queens. We're in your corner, and we've got you. And I will F anybody up who is like trying to F with anything with you guys," the Mad Max star said during the event. In all seriousness, there are so many things that are hurting and really killing our kids, right? And we all know what I'm talking about. Theron went on to say that drag was virtuous and made viewers better for watching it. Quote, if you've ever seen a drag queen lip sync for her life, it only makes you happier. It only makes you love more. It makes you a better person. Theron said, if I could do a death drop right now, I would, but I would probably break my hip, she said. Theron concluded by asking viewers to support all the great organizations that are out there helping all of this nonsense going away like it should. All of these incredibly stupid policies. So she's talking about legislation from the GOP, okay, in order to ban drag shows for children, which to me seems like common sense. But again, there's one particular conservative commentator that is taking up this actress on her threat, okay? And that is Megyn Kelly, who went on her show and told Miss Theron to come F her up, right? Since Megyn Kelly opposes drag shows for kids. Take a look.
So why doesn't Charlize Theron come and fuck me up? Because I'm 100% against her on this. Yes, there's fun drag queen shows. I've been to them. When I lived in Chicago, we went to one that was super fun. It was all adults. But there are drag queen shows out there right now that are deeply disturbing, and they're happening in front of young children. So know what you're supporting. Understand what we're actually seeing out there, which can include absolutely the grooming of young children. Even she should be against that, trans kid or not.
Yeah, so here's the thing, Megyn. She knows what she's supporting, right? She knows exactly what she is supporting, and she doesn't have a problem with it. Okay, she supports it. She supports it so much that she's going to raise money for it, right? She's going to raise money to make sure that common sense legislation can't be passed in order to ban it, right? So again, it's not like she don't know. She knows because, again, she's a part of the problem, right? These so-called stupid policies include legislation introduced in multiple states which would restrict sexually explicit performances in front of children. Many of these bills do not mention drag specifically, but rather encompass any performances that are inappropriate for minors. Again, it should be common sense in this country, but unfortunately it's not. For example, Republican Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signed a bill into law that was set to take effect April 1st that banned adult cabaret entertainment on public property or where minors can witness it. Theron is a local advocate for LGBTQ people. Her adopted son identifies as transgender, which the actress said began at a very young age. Quote, yes, I thought she was a boy too, the actress told Daily Mail in 2019 until she looked at me when she was 3 years old and said, I'm not a boy. So there you go. I have two beautiful daughters who, just like any parent, I want to protect and want to see thrive. They were born who they are and exactly where in the world both of them get to find themselves as they grow up, and who they want to be is not for me to decide. Okay, yeah, so if they were born who they are, then why are they trans? Okay, why is your daughter, okay, who again allegedly came out at 3 years old, whatever that means, right? How do you do that? Why are they trans? Again, it's funny how these people say we should accept trans kids or transgender people for who they are, and we say, okay, you're right, we should accept them for who they are. They're biologically a male or a female. And they say, no, that's not what we mean. We don't really mean accept them for who they are. We mean accept them for who they think they are, right? For who they want to be, not for who they actually are. It's just absolutely amazing and kind of hilarious how that works. But as you can see there, Megyn Kelly says, hey, come F me up because I'm against drag shows for kids. Okay, these people know what conservatives are talking about when conservatives come out against drag. Nobody gave a damn about drag until, again, it became something that the left was pushing on children. When children got involved, that's when you saw people giving a damn. And that's when it comes to any of these subjects that we're talking about when it comes to LGBTQ. After the gay marriage thing, I thought it was done, right? I was like, all right, like they're done. Okay, they got their rights. Okay, they're done. But no, it didn't stop there. It went further than that. It kept going. Okay, they jumped off a woke cliff and started saying, well, LGBTQ rights is the right for teachers to talk to kids about sex. LGBTQ rights is the right for kids to physically or chemically or surgically castrate themselves because they believe that they're transgender. LGBTQ rights is the right for kids to be exposed to male strippers. And people are like, hold on. That's not a right. That's not a right, okay? We can't have this in this country. And that's what the problem is. These people are extreme. But like I said, you have woke Hollywood actresses, woke people that, out here raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for these causes, telling you exactly where they stand on this issue, right? And that, again, they are a part of the problem because they're supporting. I mean, this person is quite literally pushing it on her own child. She's transitioning her own child, right? So you know where she stands on this, okay? She knows what the issue is, but she don't care because she supports this type of grooming. That's what she supports. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.